Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the 4K UHD Blu-ray release of Jackie Chan's Miracles from Idiot Films. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So I finally made it back after my month-long travels around Japan and Seoul, and if you had seen my Instagram posts you would see that I had quite an amazing time and was very lucky to meet the incredible Wongjing Lee himself, which I'll never forget. It was just amazing and I will be bragging about it for some time, no doubt. So I have a lot to share with you in terms of stories, by Japanese and Korean DVD and Blu-ray pickups, as well as VHS pickups, which I was quite surprised at, but I loved them, and so much more. But when I arrived home, even though I brought home maybe 25 to 30 titles, I still had quite a lot of pre-orders waiting for me when I get in here. And one of those, of course, the first I really wanted to check out was this new 4K release of Miracles from Idiot Films, which looks absolutely stunning. I mean, just incredible, and one that we've been waiting for some time. It is one of my all-time favorite Jackie Chan movies, beautifully directed, and I do have it, of course, many times over the years. The first time I ever did pick this up, I think it was around 15 or 16, and I got it in Virgin Megastores as the Canton Godfather, and it just blew me away. It was something very, very different to what we've been seeing before that, or what I've been seeing before that from Jackie Chan. But this I really loved. I really fell in love with. I love the English dub of it. This was released by MIA Video. But yeah, then it went on, of course, further upgraded on DVD by Hong Kong Legends, and this then took it down a whole new road for me, because here it was digitally remastered for the first time, for me anyway, getting to see it in its original language. And I think a wee bit of extra footage in there also from this original English dub that was put out. Now, then after that, the first major HD upgrade, of course, came from Idiot Films themselves on this gorgeous Blu-ray release with stunning artwork from Kung Fu Bob. And this, again, totally took it to another level. 4K restoration. You have the original cut on there at 127 minutes. Mr. Canton and Lady Rose, and you have Miracles at 107 minutes. So again, I'm imagining most of what's on here is going to be carried over to this 4K release. Now, I also had some fan mail sent to me, which I was very happy for. One of those included the Hong Kong Legends VHS version of that release, which was fabulous. I never did pick up the Hong Kong Legends videos because this was the turn of the DVD market, and I was trying to then sort of stop buying new releases on VHS and focus on the DVD. But I was also sent this gorgeous X-rental of Miracles, the Canton Godfather. I mean, never thought I'd have this in my collection, but so appreciative of having this sent to me, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous release. I can only imagine it is exactly the same. I haven't watched this one yet, but it's probably the exact same as what was put out on the retail market here. But beautifully done, beautiful piece. Very excited to get stuck into this new release from Idiot Films. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm slightly jet lagged, so bear with me, but let's get stuck in, because I cannot wait any longer, and I have so many friggin' titles to get through. I was kind of thinking I'm going to come home and rest for a bit. That's not going to happen, because yeah, there's far too much to watch here. Stunning new artwork from Sam Green. I mean, absolutely beautiful. And of course, when I pop that down, you'll get to see the full piece. I'll just slide this off for now to give you a spin of the box. But this is gorgeous. Beautifully, beautifully put together. I mean, completely different, of course, to what was put out previously from Idiot Films and Kung Fu Bob's artwork. I appreciate them both. They're absolutely gorgeous in their own ways. But I am super glad to have this new edition because, of course, as a collector, and a massive fan of Jackie Chan, I want to have as many different copies of these movies as I possibly can, of course. Okay, on the back here, of course, we have the full breakdown, as you can see, and I will go through with you what is included in this gorgeous new 4K release. And I have to say, I'm not trying to be negative about this. Of course, the Jet Li 4K releases from 88 Films were somewhat disappointing in terms of their lack of special features, so who knows what we're going to get from this. Let's get stuck in. Limited edition rigid slipcase with brand new artwork by Sam Green, double-sided fold-out poster, 6 art cards, an 80-page illustrated book featuring new and archival articles by David West, Paul Bramhall and William Black. That's probably what's carried over from this booklet, plus some new ones. Features include brand new 4K restoration from the original camera negative presented in Dolby Vision high dynamic range, HDR10 compatible, 4K 2160p UHD presentation of the original Hong Kong cut, Mr. Canton and Liddy Rose, at 127 minutes, and the international cut of Miracles, aka Black Dragon, at 107 minutes, in original 2.35.1 aspect ratio. High definition 1080p Blu-ray disc also included in there. Remastered original Cantonese mono soundtrack, alternate Cantonese mono soundtrack featuring a unique mix and different music cues. Cantonese mono home video mix, Cantonese 5.1, English 5.1 DTS HDMA, newly translated English subtitles and SDH optional. Classic English dub for the international cut with optional SDH. Audio commentary by Frank Zheng and FJ DeSanto on the Hong Kong version. Scenes from the Taiwan version. Jackie Chan, film director featurette with Steve Lawson. Hong Kong teaser, Hong Kong trailer, English trailer, Japanese TV spot, stills gallery, and a double-sided sleeve featuring original Hong Kong poster. Fabulous! I mean, there's a few different things there, if I can remember correctly. Scenes from the Taiwan version seems to be a new addition. Here we have got, on the original Blu-ray release, we have got a teaser with clips from the main features of Project A2, Police Story 2, followed by behind the scenes of Miracles. Now this could fall under, let's say, the Hong Kong teaser or something like that. It just hasn't been listed as such on the new one. And then we have the alternate The Canton Godfather title sequence. Maybe I totally missed that, but it doesn't look like it was on here either. We do have a new audio commentary, of course. Okay, it's going to be interesting to put it up against it and just see. So I don't think there's too much new things here, but in terms of how it's packaged, delivered, as always, absolutely gorgeous. Very, very excited to get into it, and that's what we're about to do right now. So let's pop all this open. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. What a movie to come home to. And actually, while I was in Seoul, I did pop into Apple Music, which was an incredible music store, and they did have the Nova Media 4K release of Miracles, and I was very, very tempted to pick it up to put up against this, knowing that this would be here when I got home, but I didn't, because I found a few other titles I would rather have spent my money on for now, but next time I will. Anyway, inside we have got the 4K UHD setup, as you can see here in that gorgeous black case. All the listings on the back there. I'll just pop that open and slide out this cover first and spread open that new artwork. As you can see, hopefully there's not too much light reflecting on you here. It's a very bright day in sunny Northern Ireland, which I'm quite surprised about. And on the other side, the Hong Kong artwork, which I will be popping in there since Sam has that full box to himself, which is just gorgeous, and I'm very excited to see it as a poster. Not that I have much room, but I just love having them. Okay, inside we have got the art cards, or lobby cards, as you can see, and then we have got the 4K disc, and I'll flip them around because they're both with different artwork there. The 4K disc, as you can see, and then on the back there, the Blu-ray case with a different picture altogether. Sorry for the interruption. I did mention that I had jet lag, and this proves it because I totally forgot to share with you the lobby cards or the art cards that come with this 4K release. So I've just had to step back into the studio there to kind of film this extra wee bit, but that's not a bad thing because I also forgot to share with you something I picked up in Japan. But let's get stuck in to the lobby cards. This is the first one. All of them carry the same print on the back, so I don't need to reverse all of them, but there's a gorgeous display of shots from the movie, and it is an absolutely gorgeous movie. And I always love the addition of these lobby cards or art cards to releases. I think they're just beautiful to have. And even though 88 Films have done many repeated titles over the last few years of Jackie Chan numbers, we do tend to get different ones from them, which is a nice thing, a nice touch, because I would hate to get the same lobby cards again and again and again in these upgrades, so to speak. But yes, this is the last one. It's pretty cool. And the last thing I wanted to share with you just before we move on with that unboxing was this fantastic program that I picked up in Japan for Miracles. Absolutely gorgeous. Cost me probably around £4 to £5. A wonderful size. I mean, I didn't expect it. I've seen these kicking about eBay. I didn't expect them to be as big as they were. I thought they may be perhaps like an A5 or even half the size of that there. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece with lots to enjoy in there. I will flick through this with you now in a point of view. But yes, I found this store by accident in Kamakura, and I asked the lady, did she have anything on Jackie Chan? She pointed me right over to this massive pile of Japanese movie programs, of which I went a wee bit bananas. Probably bought about 10 of them, I think. I could have got 10 more, 20 more, not a problem. But if we were at the end of our trip and I had to just watch the funds, they were they were very quickly drying up after my exploits in DVD stores and that. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece, and I knew what I was coming home to. I knew I was coming home to this 88 Films release, so I made sure to get my hands on this particular program for Miracles, which is just beautiful. But what a gorgeous, gorgeous book. The lady said in Japan they do them for all movie releases, and sure enough, her shop was littered with Hollywood films and productions. I mean, right back to the 70s. They looked incredible, and I'm just glad that I managed to pick this up. Now let's get on with the unboxing. Lovely jubbly. Let me get stuck into this poster because I am very, very excited. And it does have, I think, the original artwork there that I can see. Oh, it actually doesn't carry Sam's artwork, which I'm quite surprised at. There is the Hong Kong poster, which is pretty cool. Fantastic scenes from the movie all around. I do love this movie so much. It really does bring me a lot of joy. And on the other side, the original Miracles artwork, which I'm very happy for. I have to say, if I was to frame anything, it would be this one here. I'm just sorry that Sam Green didn't get a poster, which is a damn shame because that is a stunning piece that he's put together. Still, I love this, and if I do ever move house again and get a bigger studio, that will be the one that I am framing. The book, we have got the front cover as so, and on the back here, some shots that kind of represent that poster we just looked at, as you can see. Very, very nice. Let me get stuck in though and share with you what's inside. So yes, of course, I think from what I remember about Miracles or the Canton Godfather or Black Dragon, this was, or Mr. Canton Lady Rose, I should say also, this was kind of Jackie's response to people saying that he was just an action actor and he couldn't really put out there a pretty much a proper dramatic movie. Now, I totally get it. I've made 7 movies so far. I've made mostly horror and action, and every time I go to the funding bodies, they keep telling me, oh, but you can't make a proper movie, you can't do a well, what is a proper movie? Let's be honest. Does it just have to have drama? Is that what makes a proper movie? And this was kind of Jackie's answer to that, I suppose, and in doing so, absolutely gave us one of his finest movies, because it is super beautifully done. I mean, it is such a gorgeous, gorgeous movie, and that's why I'm excited to see this 4K print. I did love what they put out, what 88 put out with the 4K restoration on the Blu-ray previously. Very happy with that indeed. It will be nice to compare the two. I'm not expecting too much of a difference. Perhaps maybe a slightly sharper picture, of course, and maybe a bit of a lighter picture, different contrast, but I'm not expecting too much, if I'm to be honest. This book is absolutely bloody gorgeous. So many incredible shots there from behind the scenes. I cannot wait to check this out properly, sit down and take a read. But this is stunning, absolutely stunning. What a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Very excited to get stuck into that. Right now though, I am going to go make this my first viewing of the week. Now that I'm home, I mean, it's ridiculous what I have to get through here. But still, at the moment, very, very happy. I'm going to go watch everything on here, come right back and let you know what I think. So just back after checking out the 88 Films 4K UHD Blu-ray release of Jackie Chan's Miracles, and as you can see behind me here, the menu puts Sam Green's artwork to very good use. There's nothing magical about it, there's no movement in it or anything like that, just a bit of music to go along with that, but both the 4K and Blu-ray disc both have the exact same menus. Now on the 4K, we do get the 4K restorations of both movies, of course, all the audio tracks that are on there, and a decent audio commentary from Frank Jang and FJ DeSanto. It's just okay. It didn't blow me away, but there's enough informative stuff going on there. Definitely worth checking out, listening to, if you want to learn a wee bit more about the movie itself. And of course, if you've all those other variations of Miracles, you're going to have countless amounts of information on the movie itself. Still, the prints looked fantastic. Definitely, I mean, it was a gorgeous 4K print, don't get me wrong, but only in my eyes slightly tweaked more so than the Blu-ray. Of course, the 88 Films Blu-ray had its own 4K restoration, which I thought looked stunning and still really holds up today. There isn't a lot of comparison really to the everyday man. Maybe a bit more brightness, a little bit more sharpness. The contrasts and colours are somewhat a wee bit different there. Saying that, it's minimal, but it is a slight tweak. That with the audio commentary, the restorations, and the Hong Kong trailer that runs for just over 4 minutes, which is unrestored but delivered in HD. A very fun edit to watch. Of course, it's quite lengthy, and some BTS scenes thrown in there, of course. That's all that's on the 4K disc. Everything else is on the Blu-ray. Now, also on the Blu-ray is all of the movies, the restorations, the audios, the audio commentary, that Hong Kong trailer also, but all those other extra features are on there as well. That includes the Jackie Chan film director piece that carries over from the Blu-ray. That's Steve Lawson's appreciation of Jackie Chan as a director, runs for just over 10 minutes in length. Then we have a collection of Taiwanese excerpts. Now these are new, they weren't on the Blu-ray. They run for just over 10 minutes in length also, and the scenes that we haven't seen before, these Taiwanese scenes, are delivered in black and white. Now it's very unrestored, but it's still quite watchable. Of course it is, delivered in HD. But they play in black and white. They have got English subtitles, and when they go into the scenes that we do see from the movie, our scenes come up in colour. So you will see the difference there, of course. But it was quite interesting to watch. I can understand why they were cut, to kind of keep that pace up. It's a lengthy movie in itself anyway. Then you have a Hong Kong teaser. This runs for just over 4 minutes in length, and as expected, this was what was announced on the Blu-ray as carrying the footage from Project A2 and Police Story 2 at the start of it. Again, unrestored, but some great scenes from behind the scenes of Miracles, and a lengthy trailer in itself, still again running for just over 4 minutes. You've got the English trailer, which really took me back. It was pretty cool to see. This runs for just over 2 minutes in length, has that classic English dub on there, and if you ever picked up the Canton Godfather UK release, that's what you're going to see there, the trailer for that movie, which was pretty cool. The Japanese trailer runs for 1.5 minutes. It's low VHS quality, but quite an interesting take, as it always is with Japan. Quite an interesting take on the movie itself, and quite an interesting trailer in difference to comparison with the Hong Kong and English dub trailer. Then you have a Japanese TV spot that ran for about 18 seconds, delivered in 4:3, again very low quality but fast and fun, worth checking out. Then you have a stills gallery that has 24 HD slides, some artwork included in there, mostly stills from the movie of course, and you just go through this at your own pace. it's kind of cool to see, but it's just meh. It's just okay. Nothing overly exciting. But yes, I mean, that's everything that's on the 4K. There is a lot more to offer here than I thought in comparison to that Blu-ray. But again, that Blu-ray still holds up. Kung Fu Bob's artwork is amazing. As a collector, I'll not be getting rid of either. But I can't deny that this is absolutely the ultimate release of Jackie Chan's Miracles. It's just gorgeous. I mean, everything from that artwork and its presentation down to the 4K prints and that book, which is fantastic. Definitely well worth reading. Some pages have been carried over from the Blu-ray book. Not everything. One write-up, I think. Everything else is pretty fresh in there, but definitely well worth checking out. But for me, this 4K release from Idiot Films definitely gets a double thumbs up. Super glad that it's in my collection. Out now to buy from Idiot Films. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram at InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.